Yeah, so I'll give you a little backstory. I'm a kid from New York, grew up in the Bronx, and background, my dad, union guy his whole life, didn't have his own business, something like that. And his whole thing was, for you to have a life better than me, you're gonna go to school, get your degree, get a good education, and you'll have a good career. So went to school, went to high school. I was always entrepreneurial though, like back before high school, shoveling snow on snow days. I never had a snow day, selling Pokemon cards back in the day, that was a thing. Went to high school, I was doing like the football sheets, the boxes, all that type of stuff. And then college comes around, what do you wanna be? I have no idea. I didn't love school, but I was good at school. I was very good at math and science. So I was like, I don't wanna be in school for too long. So Dr. Lawyer, that's out because it's extra school after the 4 years.
Yeah.
But engineering, I heard that's 4 years in and out, and you get decent pay. So like, I'm good at math and science already, I'll do engineering. So I go to school for engineering, not too far from the Bronx. I was also in the Bronx area, Riverdale to be exact, so not too far from Manhattan. While I was in school, someone asked me these questions. What's your hobby? Like, I don't know. Like, I like going out, girls, going to the gym, making money. Like, you're in college, what do you like?
True.
And this was towards the end of sophomore year. It's like, that's not a great answer. I'm graduating college in a little bit. I should probably have a hobby under my belt that I enjoy doing. And at that point in time, I was like, what can I do that I can do and benefit from being around the people that I'm with that hobby? And at that time, again, college kid, I was hustling, doing everything I could. I had my first company freshman year of college, a lip balm company. But again, you only have so much money you're making. And country club wasn't a thing. So I was like, what can I do to be around these guys that I want to become? And I said, maybe cigars. I heard cigars are good, and you get a cigar with people, and it's supposed to be good to do business with. I didn't know. I knew nothing about cigars. I didn't know anyone that smoked cigars.
Wow.
So it was a whole new thing for me. So I go to my buddy's room. It's 10 guys, 10-man suite. I said, okay, guys, I'm going to go to a cigar lounge in the city. We're going to hop on the train. There's one right outside of Grand Central. Who wants to come with me? And they all look at me like I have 10 heads. And they're like, what are we going to go jerk off old men? I'm like, no.
How old are you at this point?
I was 20. I wasn't even 21 yet. I couldn't legally drink yet. And they would look like I was crazy. And they're like, nobody came with me. So I was like, I guess I'm going to go with myself. So they literally let me go with myself. I went on a Tuesday afternoon because I didn't have classic in the afternoon. And I get there, maybe like 2 o'clock. I go in there, guy helps me pick out a cigar because I told him I don't know anything about cigars. The way the layout was, and for the guys that know about cigars or New York, I went to Nat Sherman. It was a legendary, iconic lounge. They unfortunately shut down a couple of years ago. But during that time, the first floor was all for non-members, and then downstairs was for members only. So I'm on the first floor. First floor simple. It's like maybe 2 tables with like 6 chairs around each table, so not large. So I sit down, there's 5 other guys sitting at the table, and none of them know each other though. Who's on their phone, who's reading the newspaper, who's reading a book. I say to the guy next to me, hey, I heard that's a good cigar. You have any recommendations? I'm brand new to smoking cigars. Oh, yeah, kid. Try this. Pulls out a cigar out of his back pocket. Then the other guy chimes in, and everyone's like 40, 50, 60 years old, and I'm literally 20. Like, oh, what do you do? I'm like, oh, I'm in college. I'm 20 years old. Oh, my God, you're my son's age. You're my daughter's age. And they just start talking about stuff, and I was like, I love this.
Yeah.
So long story short, went through college, and I started going to cigar lounges a lot more junior and senior year. Pretty much stopped going out on the weekends just to go to the cigar lounges. And by the time I graduated, I became friends with the owner of Bacardi, the Prince of Finland, Rudy Giuliani, some really powerful people, just by being at these places. Being a young guy, and they're like, oh, I respect that you're here, kid. Like, you want to sit with us, hang out, we'll teach you a few things.
That's crazy. Yeah, especially you're young. Like, everyone's twice your age. Like you said, they're saying that they're your son's age and stuff. That's crazy.
And I had no value except for I was there to just listen and learn.
Yeah.
Their kids, as we all know, like most people don't listen to their parents. So they might be teaching their kids stuff and they're just like, yeah, whatever, dad, whatever, mom. But meanwhile, I'm here absorbing it all. I'm loving it, enamored by the business and insurance and taxes. I'm like, wait, you don't learn this stuff anywhere. But this is so cool.
They don't teach it in school,
no,
that's
they don't
for
teach
sure.
it in school because these are all business owners too. That was the best part. I'm like, this is awesome. So by the time I graduated college, I finished with a degree in engineering. And I said, you know what? This isn't for me. I don't want to be a number sitting behind a desk. I like to socialize. I want to do something where I can go to these cigar lounges and be able to do business at these lounges to have a lifestyle that I want to live this way. So graduated school, didn't know what I wanted to do. Bought a trading course, like just trade stocks. Started trading stocks. Had money saved up from college. I was doing that day to day. I would go to a cigar lounge, trade stocks. Market would close. I'd network. I'd read a personal development book, and I would just do everything I could in the cigar lounge.
Yeah.
Months went by. I was like, this is probably not my way to $1 million. This is stressful. You lose your own money. I was doing all right, but it was just stressful.
Yeah.
And at that time, I said, you know what? Let me start an Instagram page just in case I want to sell a trading course in the future. So there birthed my first Instagram account, Ace of Trading. That was what it was called. And I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was just on there posting stuff that motivated me. Nice watches, cars, motivational quotes, things that got me pumped up.
Yeah.
First month, page grew to like 10,000 followers. Now, this is also late 2016. Algorithm was completely different, as we both know.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I have more time. I'll make another page. Ace of Cigars. I love cigars. I'm going to repost cigars. Then I said, I got more time. Make another page. Ace of Cars. Long story short, I ended up making 13 accounts. And over 4 months, I had over 500,000 followers across all of them.
Oh, my God.
Didn't know what I was doing with this. I wasn't making money from this. And I just had all these followers. I was still trading stocks at this time. So then someone messages one of my accounts. They were all different niches. So one of them was like Ace of Beauty, the beauty industry. I got a DM on the beauty page. Hey, can you post, I'm a makeup artist. I want to send you a before and after. Sure. She's like, how much? I don't know, $3. She's like, okay, what's your PayPal?
$3.
Sends me $3 to post. I'm like, this is crazy. You're gonna pay me to post a picture.